Hey guys, I was tagged by SurviveN2 to show my favorite navigation gadgets. They're pretty much exactly the same as his, except I have the Kamenga military style lensatic compass, which I've added a few things to. This is glow-in-the-dark tape. So when you're sighting at night, you can see it. This has got tritium or tritium, depending on how you like to say it. This has been my go-to for several years now. It's awesome. I love the military maps, the 50,000s. And this has got, you know, the meters and all that good stuff on there. And I learned how to use a lensatic compass like this when I joined the Army, and I've always loved it. Great stuff. That's my, like I said, that's my go-to. And of course, like Ray, I too have an E-Trex. Mine's the Legend by Garmin. This is my favorite gadget. It's got your basic, maps. It also has the compass on there. It's a great piece of gear. Of course, yeah, it uses 2 AA batteries. And, most of the gear that I have that's electronic or needs batteries, they all use AA, and I always have AA's on me. Quite a few, as a matter of fact, and I always make sure before I go somewhere that I've got enough batteries. This will go for 17 hours continuous use before it runs out of juice. That's pretty good. Now, of course, you got to have maps. Okay, I got some nasty grams. When I had a video on my favorite navigation gadgets tag a long time ago. I did my own tag. It was just to show, all of my gadgets. And the guy, commented, "Oh, you got all that stuff. Where's your map?" Well, so I'm showing you maps. Okay, this is one from Fort Hood. This one from Copper's Cove area where I live. And the other one is a topographical map of the surrounding areas. And of course, this one over here is one that I got off the USGS website, and it's a part of Copper's Cove where I go finding fossils. And as you can see, there's red circles here where I found the best fossils. And so I made up this map so I could remember exactly where I went to find these specific fossils, and I named them. Like, this is an ammonite site. This one right here says rudistids. And these are all Cretaceous period, fossils that I find in this area. But anyway, back to the gadgets. The E-Trex Legend I did get from my brother-in-law. There's a story behind that. He didn't just give this to me, okay? Like most of the other gear that I get, sometimes they just give it to me, and sometimes I have to trade. That was a trade for services. Now, when he got back from Iraq a couple of years ago, I made him 3 award plaques for some of his soldiers. And this was my payment, this and some other stuff. So he didn't just give this to me, I earned this. And instead of giving me money, we trade. So that's what I did. Of course, I have the tomahawk in the picture just to, show it off. It's not rusted, that's a patina. That's what I'm calling it. I put some oil on it and it'll be fine. I'm letting it, rust and get a patina on it. I had it all nice and shiny. But, it's a change. But yeah, those are my 2 favorite gadgets, and this is my ultimate favorite gadget. Yes, of course it uses batteries, but, you know, it is my favorite. Of course, you know, the Kamanga doesn't need batteries, and I always have it on me. It is my backup. This was one of the first things that I learned how to navigate with a map with, was a lensatic compass. Before that, when I was growing up, my father and my grandfather, we did, you know, navigation through the woods here in Texas and stuff. We used a regular flat style compass, you know, the see-through type. But once I got in the Army and I learned how to use a lensatic compass, that was the way for me to go. I enjoy it. That is the main way that I find my way around in an unfamiliar place. But like I said, the Etrex Legend is my favorite. So, there you go. Alright, Ray, SurviveN2. That's my VR. And I'm going to pick 3 more people for this tag. What I'm going to do is just put them down in the description box, since I don't know who I'm going to tag yet. So when I do that, I'll, you know, annotate that. Alright guys, I'm Stinger 150. Later.